Hello, I'm Stuart Lee.
And I'm Paul, this from Helen, and welcome to my Just For Laughs Comedy Festival in Montreal.
That's right, now we've blagged this top apartment...
And all the muffins we can eat.
...in exchange for just talking to you about comedy, which is easy. Now, at the start of this show, we're going to be looking at some archive clips of comedians of variable quality talking about the theme of health and exercise. Talking of which, Rich, don't you think you've been overdoing it a bit on the muffins?
The muffin is the national dish of Canada, Stu. It would be rude to come here and not eat them.
What, all the time?
Yes, Stu. Coming to Canada and not eating muffins would be like going to the house of Jeffrey Dahmer and not eating human flesh. Imagine how cross Jeffrey Dahmer would be if you snubbed his human flesh banquet, especially after he'd gone to all that effort and personal risk in order to prepare it.
But that is irrelevant. The fact is you're getting too fat.
I am not, Stu.
You are.
I'm not fat. I am big-boned.
Yeah, and you'll see with Rich, the biggest bone he's got is this large curved one at the front here. Pure shell,
yes,
that is. Anyway, coming up, the clips on the theme of health and exercise. Look out for Denis Wolfberg here, whose rolling eyes and flickering tongue have earned him the nickname of the Laughing Iguana, although admittedly only from me.
You know, watching Denis Wolfberg makes me feel sick, Stu, and yet strangely aroused.
A friend of mine runs marathons. He's always talking about this runner's high, but he has to go 26 miles for it. That's why I smoke and drink. I get the same feeling from a flight of stairs.
Having a good time in this city. Went to that big powerhouse gym of yours the other day. Boy, some of those guys overdevelop. Have you seen those mesomorph frogmen in the gym? These guys. They're like barrel of monkey men, you know? You just want to hook their arms together and lower them out the window of the gym, you know?
This is my favourite Olympic sport. Have you ever seen this? If you watch the Olympic Games ever, right? Like you do, don't you? You just watch it when it's on. And at the end of it, you just think, what do we watch that for? It's the most boring thing I've ever seen in my life. Why do we stay up till 8 in the morning all night watching that? Because we were up for a bronze in judo. Oh, yeah, that was why. If you watch it all, women will come out in leotards with a bit of ribbon. That's what they do. That's an Olympic sport. How did that ever get in the Olympic Games? How do you score it? They're so expectant at the end. Hey, what do you think? Good, wasn't it? It was great, it was great. 9.9, I reckon. Where's the 0.1 gone? There. Oh, you got a bit of pubic hair sticking out the leotard. Oh, no, look, I have as well. 4 years training, I forgot to shave. And the 10,000 metres, there's no need to run 10,000 metres anywhere, anytime, ever. Get a cab, what are you doing? These scrawny little blokes come out of vests hanging off them. Just jogging round and round for half an hour. And the 100 metres guy going, they're not athletes, they're refugees, those blokes, what's going on? I've got no time for dinner, I'm training. And they look at each other all craftily, all the way around, all shifty, as if there's a tactical master plan going on. Yeah, I'll get just behind him, just in front of that bloke. Then they get near the end, the last 100 metres, and they all just leg it!
I hate going to the doctor. I just went for a complete physical. I'm in there undressed. The doctor comes in. He said, you know, your left testicle feels funny. I said, leave it alone. And who grows up to want to be a proctologist? What kind of goal is this in life? I had to get a thing called a sigmoidoscopy. They take something like this long and they stick it up your ass just to look around. I said, for what, a parking space? I said, look, I got a better idea. Why don't you tell me what you're looking for, and I'll tell you where it is, and we don't have to use this. He said, we're looking for blood in your stool. I said, well, you know, I never went to med school, but if you use that, I can make a prediction right now.
My girlfriend Debbie says, come on, Thea, let's go jogging. Your body will be one with the universe, and your karma will be high, and best of all, your body will talk to you.
And she was right, child. My body did talk to me and said, bitch, please sit down now. Hell, you gonna kill us. Jog further with them, but my tit hit me in the eye, and that shit hurt. You don't know, people, it's a 44D. It's like getting shot with a Magnum.
I asked him what he was carrying in both hands, I might add. He said, it's a sigmoidoscope, a camera that, despite its remarkable dimensions, he was going to somehow insert, not insert, ram, into me for the purpose of taking pictures of my colon. Ladies and gentlemen, I am 43 years old. Never has anyone requested pictures of my colon. I asked him if he wanted wallet size or an 8x10 glossy.
But a friend of mine, he comes over to my house 2 weeks ago. He says, you know, Mike, you really ought to work out. Well, I don't know. What do you think? Well, you know, I got this coupon. You go down to the gym, you know, work out with the equipment. Get in shape. So I took the coupon. It's free, you know. I went down there. I showed it to this big guy, you know. He had huge arms, big arms, man. His arm, look at this. Now, this is my thigh right here. That's how big his arm was. Look at my arm. Look at this. This is how big his thumb was. I'm not kidding. And he had no neck. The neck was gone. That's what flipped me, man. And he started talking to somebody. You know, I had to get in there close to check this out. I couldn't believe it, man. Oh, man, the guy's got no neck. And he turned, you know, he started to evaluate me, and he tells me, right off the back, he tells me my neck is too small. Oh, yeah? He told me that I had to get on the neck crunch. Yeah, what's that? He shows me this harness. It's a leather harness. They put it on your head here. Strap it here. There's a chain that comes off the front of it. I'm not making this up. It's attached to a 20-pound weight. And I'm supposed to get down here like this and lift this thing like... And I caught my reflection in the mirror over here, you know, going, forget it.
Oh, hey, Stu, you see that Mike Richards on the end there?
Yeah.
He looked really like Kramer from Seinfeld.
Yeah, he is Kramer inside. He's an actor.
If his stand-up career ever failed, which it won't on that show, he was excellent, wasn't he?
But
then he could make a really good living by hiring himself out as a Kramer from Seinfeld lookalike.
Yeah, he is Kramer,
opening fates and, you know, doing Kramer kind of stripograms.
He is Kramer,
and if Kramer was ill one week, he could fill in for him on the show. It'd be quite good.
He is Kramer.
He isn't, Stu. He's called Mike Richards. Why don't you pay attention? We're being paid these muffins, Stu.
Just stop trying to change the subject. You're not too fat. I've bought you some exercise machines. Why don't you do a bit of exercise?
Because I hate exercise, Stu. I hate God and I hate exercise, Stu. That's why.
Why?
Because it has no application in real life, does it? It's like touching your toes. Right? If I ever needed to touch my toes in real life, which I never need to do, I would consider using these very useful knees I've been given there.
All right,
it's like weightlifters. What's that all about? Weightlifters. Weightlifters think it's clever to be able to lift an iron bar with weights on either end over their head for up to 8 seconds.
Exercise.
And that comes in very useful, doesn't it, in that real-life situation where you have to lift an iron bar with weights on either end over your head for up to 8 seconds. It doesn't happen, ladies and gentlemen. It's like press-up, Stu. I mean, what real-life situations do you have to go up and down like this really quickly? It just does never happen.
Here's Phil Kay.
He's from Scotland, and the people who say he's from England are just jealous of him.
I've come to a special gym here in Montreal where working out is encouraged from the moment you enter. We've got all these things to help you here. And even as you're getting undressed, I'm taking off my shoes and they've encouraged me to take them off in a fantastic fashion very quickly. I take off my shirt. 1, 2, 3, it's in. And then now just to get into my shorts, so I'll just put it up there quick. 1, 2, 3, keep it swift. Get your arms in. And that's it. You get your arms in one at a time. 1, 2, 3. Now I get upstairs and get on with some of the real equipment. See you out there. They've got a brilliant concept here at this gym because all the equipment you see around you is specifically designed to help you out in troublesome real-life situations. This machine is particularly devised to help you lie on the kitchen floor crying when everything's going absolutely terribly wrong. Ooh, ooh. I'm delighted by this machine because I'm going to visit Japan next month and it's excellent for helping you practice meeting Japanese men on mountainsides. Hello! Yeah, nice Mount Fujiyama. Thank you, sir. Very nice indeed. Oh, yes, super duper. Very nice. Yes, you like my powerful bows? You know how much I like you? You see how much I like you? Oh, thank you. Whew. Can't overdo it. This machine mimics perfectly in every way going up the stairs. Except that my stinky doesn't work very well on it. Right, I'm at the landing. This machine is specifically designed for the agricultural community to help them stand on their farmers and look at their animals. Oh, nice cows. Oh, nice pigs. This machine here is known as the stropper sizer. It's about when you're getting a bit angry and you're a bit late for the shops and you want to get a bit, and you're getting a bit stroppy and you're going, right, come on, come with me, we're going to miss CNN. It's closing in about 5 minutes. Come on, for goodness sake. Goodness me, come on, you idiots, come on. For goodness sake, keep up, come on. We're going to miss that bus unless you get it well. Again, move on. After an excruciatingly hard day's workout and training, it's now time I got on with it and put some of the things I learned into practice. 2, 3.
Would Sir like any extras?
Oh, yes, please. Thank you very much.
Welcome back to Montreal for our coverage of the Just For Laughs Comedy Festival here in Montreal, where my partner Rich has taken rather too extreme advantage of our generous muffin rider here. Rich, you've got to stop eating, man. You've got to think. You've got to think about it psychologically. You know, why do you eat too much?
Because I like the taste.
Not because you like the taste. It's like, you know, I overeat when I'm lonely or depressed, so is it that?
I don't know, I haven't thought about it.
You know, my friend Ian, he eats when he's under a lot of pressure at work or tired, you know, is it that?
Well, I don't know, thinking about it, I suppose I think I eat when I'm lonely and depressed.
Yeah, like me, yeah.
And when I'm under a lot of pressure at work and tired.
Yeah, see, that's good.
And
thought it through.
And also when I'm happy and relaxing, bored, or when I've got quite a lot of stuff to do, but I've got a reasonable amount of time to get it done in, when I'm on my own or with friends or strangers, or a mixture of friends and strangers, and maybe like there's one bloke who remembers meeting me, but I can't for the life of me remember where I met him, when I'm swimming.
Next featured performer is the British comedian David Baddiel. Now, David Baddiel gets through comedy double-act partners at the rate that most people get through toilet roll. Robert Newman, Frank Skinner, the list is endless. Well, the list is too. But now the leech-like tentacles of David Baddiel have coiled around another performer. It's the American lager-drinking, internet advertising comedian of hate, Denis Leary. Let's see what the two unlikely pals have got up to this time.
When I'm swimming or snorkeling, when I'm asleep, I quite like to eat a lot then.
Backstage here, they have this notice up, how to spot letter bombs, right? And it's good, you know, stuff you might not know. It says, watch out for oily discolorations or badly written addresses. But then it says, this is true, it says, watch out especially for protruding wires. Yeah, and stickers marked bomb. The noise tick-tock. Be especially vigilant for any packages delivered by Wile E. Coyote in a van marked Acme Bomb Company.
I hate champagne.
Huh? I don't like it.
I hate champagne.
It has a... I don't know.
No, it is a mark of being a terrible twat if you like champagne, I think. Do you know who Peter Stringfellow is?
Yeah.
One of the things he always says is I only ever drink champagne because he thinks that makes him like a classy guy. In my book, that makes him a twat.
You know what? I saw an interview with him in some magazine. There was a picture of him in some fucking horrible suit.
Yeah.
And, you know, with some chick who was this far from being a prostitute.
Yeah.
You know, that fine line between, like, dancing to the asshole song and
being a
blowing
prostitute.
somebody for money.
Yeah.
And,
the kind of woman who says she's not a prostitute in kind of self-conscious way.
Exactly.
I had to get my car insured the other day, right? And they said it would cost me more to insure my car because they said I was a comedian. Well, they think I'm going to drive my car in a funny way.
I have this porn film in my house.
Yeah.
And it's called something like Anal Gangbang, something like that. And then it says brackets adult on the thing. Like you're going to think, oh, I might put this in at my 3-year-old's Christmas party. Oh, my God.
What are you watching, son? Anal Gangbang?
Yeah. Adult movie? No. Apparently it's fine. It's about some clowns.
As I grow old, I think they should not try to cure Alzheimer's disease. They shouldn't try and cure it because that is God's gift to us as we grow old, right? Because imagine it, there you are, like 95 years old, dribbling away, going, I invented the banana, right? Happy as Larry, right? Someone cures you and it's like, oh, I see, I can't walk and all my friends are dead.
True story, though. Elvira, came up to me in the hotel lobby. And I've never met her. She said, are you Dave Baddiel? And I said, yeah. She said, oh, I like your picture. Your picture is really cute. And I thought, I am in here, right? So anyway, she's talking to this other guy about how she's going to do gay pride next week and, you know, some lesbian fest after that. So the only time in my life a woman has come up to me and come on to me, she's like queen lesbian.
She's queen lesbian.
Yeah, can you believe it?
So that's what a lesbian looks like.
I bet she's not even gay. She just... Like she tried to pick you up.
Elvira.
She tried to pick you up, so that's a sign she's not gay. She's using the gay thing to get ahead.
Maybe. But she was quite flirty backstage as well, and I think she was doing that thing of saying, I can flirt with you because I'm a lesbian.
Oh, you think so?
Because there is nothing possibly that's going to happen, so
you don't think
it's okay for me to flirt?
You don't think it was a Rob Newman thing where she was, like, close to Rob Newman's aura because she was talking to you? And he was, like, the guy that could turn her around?
That's possible.
Is that possible?
I don't know, but no one in Britain knows who Rob Newman is anymore. That's a terrible thing to say. I mustn't say that.
Make me a sandwich, Stu.
No, you've had enough to eat.
Make me a sandwich. Bobby Slayton has sandwiches all the time and he's retained his youthful figure.
What, Bobby, make me a sandwich, Slayton?
Make me a sandwich.
We've got to interview him in the last show, Rich, and he hates fat people. You better lose a bit of weight or you'll feel the lash of his sharp, sandwich-loving tongue.
I don't care.
So you want me to make you a sandwich, then? I'll do it.
No, it's all right. I'm not hungry now, actually.
You're scared, aren't you?
I'm not scared. Have you got any Slim Fast in there?
Got an O. Henry.
It's not the same, really.
I played a video game today. At the end of the video game, the sign came up, winners don't use drugs. So where did Ben Johnson come then? Second? Don't think so. The sign should say, winners use drugs, then get disqualified. Why do they try and stop athletes taking drugs in the first place? Who wants to do what they can do? Hey, athlete, don't take drugs. Why not? Because it will make you run faster. I want to see the drugs Olympics. The pole vault. No more pole. The 30-foot tube. Shove it up your nose, run along a line of coke. I don't think he's coming down.
This is the only province in the country that has a minimum speed posted on the highway. I love that. You people don't care if it's a hurricane, drift and snow, icy patches. You keep that sucker over 60, mister. Oh, somebody's going to jail. Huh? Bonjour, Quebec. Step on it, Anglaise. You know, little quirks. The first room I ever checked into in this town, there was a little envelope sitting on the TV, and I remember on the back it said, your room has been cleaned by Carol and Paula. Oh. Well, in the who gives a damn category, I think we've found a new set of winners here. Carol and Paula. Oh, yeah, I thought I recognized their work. It's all pretense. That's what I whine about, you know. You ever go into a restaurant? I've been sitting there and have the guy come over at the restaurant, say, good evening. Welcome to Joey Tomatoes. My name is Pete. I'll be your waiter for tonight. Did I order a story? Is there any part of that package that I couldn't have figured out for tonight? Really? What else? Hey, I'm Pete. I'm coming in Tuesday. Give me a buck. Come on, just a buck. He feels obliged to tell me his job description. Like I couldn't piece the clues together on my own. You're not carrying a fiddle. No basket of roses under your arm. Guy's got a vest and 2 menus. Geez, I thought you were an astronaut. You ever read about country artists? Because they're so popular now, they're actually quoting them in magazines to see what they're thinking. Billy Ray Cyrus, People magazine, distributed all over the world. His quote, I'm just proud of what achy breaky heart has done. Now, aren't you legally obliged to end that sentence with On the radio, I hear this, considering laser eye surgery? Well, come to the experts. I guess, huh? That'd be your first choice, huh? Expert. You'd want an avid hobbyist at the very least. You don't want to end up at some place just called Doug's. Ooh. Now we're smoke-free, even still. I mean, how does their competition advertise? What do they say? Here at Eddie's Pupil Hut, we may not be experts, but we try as hard as we can.
Stu?
Yeah?
A gust of Canadian wind has blown this onto me, look.
What, inside?
Well, I know it seems unlikely, but you do have to accept that premise for the rest of the joke to work.
OK, inside then.
Good. That means that I've become entrapped by what is essentially a long metal pole with weights on either end.
Yes, if only you were able to lift it above your head for 8 seconds, you'd be free, wouldn't you?
Ah, but Stu, I can't do that. I can't. I'm trapped. If only I had exercised.
Well, that's obviously the moral of this show. Exercise is good for you, laziness is not. I'm going to leave you there until the next time when maybe you'll be back to your normal level of humour-inducing minor obesity. See you next time.
But I'm hungry, Stu. I need some... Oh, thank you, Stu.
I'll just leave you that then.
OK, thank you. Look, Stu, so you just put it a little bit too far. I can't quite reach it there. Stu, look, come back. I can't...
And Festival of Fun returns on Thursday. Tomorrow night's Britcom comes in the glorious form of Gail's World. Next night, though, it's Ellen, and she has a problem with her reading group. Sorry. There was a capital R. This is after Robin.
They normally just use the